Welcome everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I am very grateful for all the love and support I received from my last video. But today is all about okay people, now let's get information cause we slay. Okay people, now let's get information cause we slay. Prove to me you've got some coordination cause we slay. Sled trigger, you get eliminator. Boom. So I'm no singer, but Beyonce cut the vision, and I think we all should too. Today we're going to be talking about getting formation. Hey, oh shit. So sorry. Today we'll be talking about getting information, and down to business. Let's talk about the economy and the world right now. So, what in town is that it's really, really bad. The times are really hard, and they say it would only get worse. But then, what are we to be doing about that? Keep complaining, keep crying, living in fear and uncertainty, or are we to rise up, arise to the occasion of our lives, take charge of the direction of our lives, and get into formation to fulfill our destiny? We have to rise to the occasion of our lives. We can't live, then die, and live and die. No, we can't do that. We have to make some impact in this world. And even though we were born and we happen to be alive in a time where they say it's not so great, it should actually come as a blessing in disguise, because it would go down in history that you made it even though things were not as favorable, and she made it even though things were not as favorable. Have we ever stopped to look at it that way? I doubt. People just always see the negative sides of things and just complain and be bitter and sorrowful. Okay, now allow me to tell you about a group of people. So this group of people were blessed by God, chosen by Him, and they happened to be opportuned. Yeah, they were favored by Him, and then they had like promises of a bright future, all these awesome promises. But guess what? They were slaves. They actually happened to be slaves, and it took just one man called Moses, who saw things as they were and thought, this shouldn't be this way, things shouldn't be this way, and he was determined from his heart to help his people. And God spotted that desire, and God anointed him, and he became a deliverer. Listen, what we need now isn't complaining. What we need now isn't cursing the government. What we need now is deliverers. We need you to arise. The world needs you. So do not think all of this doesn't concern you, that you are just a victim. You are the one actually playing us wrong, because we need you to step in position, information, because no one can do it alone. You're saying there are no jobs, you're saying the government is not supporting. Listen, that excuse has been from the beginning of time. The government, they say, never support, and the system has never been supportive. But then, do you really think, okay, let's talk about Jesus. Let's look at Jesus as the man that he was. Jesus, the man. Do you think the government supported him or tried to push his cause? The truth he had, that this was king, everybody bow? No. He proved himself, and he earned the right to have the greatest name ever in heaven and on earth. We can't keep wallowing and thinking the government. We need to get up. We need you. I need you. We need you to wake up and do your part. You need to find your part. Just step out there and do something you're passionate about, and you would fall in place. We can't keep complaining and just saying negative things about the world and where we are from. It would please me, and I believe it would please God, for us to become patriots again. Like, believe in yourself, and that also means believing in your country. You need to stop saying terrible things. Listen, we are all in this together. Joshua. Joshua did not walk around Jericho alone. He had his army and he had his priest with him. So, whether you are poor, you are middle class, or you are rich, we are all linked up. And you can't say you're good, or there are some folks who say they are really not interested in anything, they are not very ambitious, and they don't see it as an insult. Neither do I. We should live our lives as we choose to. But the thing is, if you really don't want to make an impact, then please help us, help the world, and stop saying negative things. Some people, the only things that come out of their mouth is bad things. Like, there are some people who complain and they don't even know why they're complaining. They just say, oh, this happened, that happened, the government is so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. What happened? I don't know, but it's bad. What happened? I don't know, but I feel bad. What happened? I don't know, the society is bad. Really? Really? Do you even take time to read, to investigate, to listen more, to know what the problem is? Let's strike a deal. Please, no more complaints if you have no solution. The next time you open your mouth to complain about electricity or to complain about something, it would please us, the listeners, to know that you actually maybe read something or you listen to an expert and you know the solution. Hold on. I don't mean you should go and do it if you're not qualified to. What I mean is, when you speak there, you speak out of an intent of genuine concern, not because you can just damn the nation. You speak from your heart and not from your stomach. Some people are so selfish and only concerned about themselves, and all they desire is the jet and the hot girls or the hot guys and the mansions. But a deliverer starts from the heart. A deliverer is a soldier. God does not bless ideas that are self-centered. God is looking for a way of expressing himself, so he would spend more time on ideas that will bless humanity at large. The heart of a deliverer is a soldier. God is not in the business of spoiling people, and God would definitely not come down himself to sort your life out. We need to quit complaining and get into formation and start acting. We need to, I think really it starts from the heart, because if your heart beats for your people, and if your heart beats for a cause that is more than yourself, I don't see how you won't go on to accomplish it, because you are going to be thinking like a soldier and you're going to be pushing. Jesus had obstacles. He was just like you and me. He had obstacles, he had challenges, but guess what? He went hard. He went on. Like, people who succeed go hard. So you keep complaining that there is no job. I don't mean to be too direct with this, but you do know that if if we if we studied really hard, we probably would get a really nice job. That is the truth that a lot of us don't put into action. But the thing is, to be real, if uh, an organization, no matter how partial you say they are, or how people work with connections, if you are really an excellent student, I'm sorry, it will be really difficult for you to be ignored. Let's just drop it there. But I mean, that's not the only way for success. There are a lot of things, but it is just an example. We need deliverers. We actually need people to step up and lead us. We need the young people to have great visions, see the future, make a plan, work towards it, lead us. We need someone to follow. We actually need a leader, and we need you to arise and get information. Do something. There is no job. Have you ever considered volunteering? Have you, like, just get out of the house. It's better to do something for free than to spend your whole day being sad indoors, or playing games. I'm sorry, or playing games, or just wasting your time. Please do something. Follow your passion. It would lead you right. We need to believe again. It's not okay. It's not the norm for everyone to keep saying wrong things. Everyone to keep saying it's never going to get better. That is not right. I believe that it will get better, and it will get better in my generation. We need to be patriots. We need to be patriotic. We need to be ready to get our hands dirty and help. We can't just keep complaining, and you can't just keep blaming the president. He is just a man. He needs the help of everybody, because no one person can do this alone. We need to get information. When the Israelites went round the walls of Jericho, they were information. Everyone was playing his part. The priests were in front and the fighters were behind. They walked round, they worked hard, they were determined. We need to, because people who really complain, if you give them a platform to make a change, they have no plan. So we need to put pen on paper and think of a change before we complain again. I'm not saying it's wrong to be observant of what is happening, but I am saying we need more positive energy out there than negative energy. And our words have power. We can't keep planting bad seeds and expect a good tree. Please, the next time you hear anybody saying something negative, tell them it is well. It would get better. We can't live that way. We need to prophesy into this world, into our nation. We need to wake up in the morning and bless our nation. Our hearts need to beat again. We need to be connected. Don't think the grass is greener on the other side. So you think because you think if you were in another place, your life will be better. The struggle is real. Wherever you go, you have to go hard. You have to work for it. You have to earn your respect. You have to earn your degree. Whatever it is, business or education, people who excel are gangsters. when I say they go hard, they believe in something and they push for it, and that is the mindset we all should be having. You can't, please, I beg you, stop lying down on your bed and complaining and think it would be better. If you get up to work, it would be for your own good because you're a part of it. If the tree is falling, I do not see the reason why everybody should run away instead of everyone coming together to hold it up. We need to get information. We need to find our purpose. We need to find our calling. It is a serious issue because every single one of us is needed in the whole thread. We are connected little by little to one another to move forward somewhat. And God is saying, and He's been saying, if only you will be humble, if only you would cast away your fears, cast all your self-belief and confidence and put it on Him and come to Him and pray and seek Him out, He would hear you. He would heal you. He would heal your heart. He would heal your land. He would bless your hands. He would help. God says you do not have what you desire because you do not ask Him. So you need to ask Him and stop complaining, please. Pray. Prayer is just talking to God. You don't need to go 7 hours. Just, if something truly troubles you, as you say, instead of complaining, why don't you just speak a word and talk to God about it? Let me tell you something. God caters and takes care of the birds of the sky. The birds, they have no sense. They do not know what they are doing. They do not know where food is coming back. They just fly. So He says, don't you think I have you in my mind and I will take care of you too? So we need to turn away from our bad acts and our evil and wicked thoughts and think about the next person and how to work together to help the person. Because if it is true as you say, or as some of you say, that times are really, really tough, or people or things are getting more expensive and salaries are still the same, if this is true, I don't know why you think this should be the right time to actually make other people's life miserable. If you know it is tough, it means this is the time to go out to help people because you know they are going through a hard time. That is only logical, because God will never bless a wicked plan. He would never bless a selfish plan. He is only looking for God is searching for the hearts. He's searching for the hearts to bless, the heart of the deliverer. Do you think it's by what you're doing that God values us or the works of our hands? He looks at the heart. Day in, day out, He's searching the hearts of men. He's searching our hearts. He's looking for the person who is ready before He even comes, although He's always there. Let me tell you how it works. A deliverer starts from the heart. It's a state of mind. It's your heart. It's what your price is. What is your standards? What is your limits? So people have goals for themselves, like if they get it, they are good, they're feeling themselves, put their feet up, they have arrived. But there are some people whose heart beats for Him and beats for humanity. those are the people God pays attention to. Those are the people that go on to make a huge difference. They want to make changes. They have solutions. So it's not, you can't just open your mouth and say yes you are the deliverer. You have to change your mind every day. You have to see the possibilities, see the light, the silver lining at the end of the cloud. You have to be the one, even though the whole world is going this way, you are going that way. You believe it to make you, you can make a difference or help change things. And some people may laugh at you and think you're stupid, that yo, it's never going to change. But because of your heart, God will bless you. So you need to choose yourself first before He would go on to anoint you and bless you. Are you ready to be a deliverer? Are you ready to get information? You may not even know exactly what to do, but when your heart is ready, He would lead you right. What really is your problem that is too much for God to handle? Do you think God knows nothing about finances or economics? He created it. He made the whole system. And the same God who helped Joseph, a mere slave, to become the most powerful man using his gift in his time, can do it again. Personally, I believe in a God who told me, and is also telling you, that He would supply all my needs through the riches and glory of Christ Jesus. And these riches He speaks of is actually infinite. So I have, let's say, like a bank account somewhere that can never finish. And this is why I will not worry, because He also promised me that I would have everything it takes to enjoy this life, and I would have it abundantly. So we can't keep stressing, we can only keep striving to be the best of what He has called us to be. We need to start speaking what we want to see and not what we see. We have power. We need to start prophesying good things into the world and into our nation. Be very watchful and careful of what you say, because if you keep saying bad things, it would happen to you, just you. I'm sorry, but we who have chosen to speak right will be enveloped in goodness. That's just how it works. So if you choose to keep seeing the negative side of things, you would keep experiencing negativity. But if you decide, even though it might seem unrealistic, to be more positive, life can never beat you. You are always a step forward. Do not let your surrounding and environment deceive you. Don't be dragged into that trap by the devil. And if you think this life is chaotic and very disorganized, you have the power to make things as you want them to be. We are made in the image and in the likeness of God. And from the beginning of time, as we know it, it says the Spirit of God hovered around the earth, and He saw darkness, and He saw confusion, and He saw disformities. He didn't see what would have pleased Him, and He called forth what He wanted and went into action to make everything right. So if you want something, just call it forth. If there are no jobs, call jobs forth. If there are no businesses, call business forth. You can call peace forth. You we need to remove the blindfold from our eyes and know that we are so capable of making things as we want it to be. Your voice needs to be heard. The story is not over until you sing your own song. We need you. I need you. We are all connected. I need you to get information. Do your part. Believe differently that everything will work out for those who put their trust in God, and it will work out. Now, ladies, do not think I've forgotten about you. For the ladies who think, oh, this is really not my business, I'm gonna find me a really good guy, a made man, like there's any such thing. Let me tell you, men are looking for women who have some worth to them. They need a woman of worth. Now, what doesn't necessarily mean how much you earn. It simply means a woman who is hardworking, who is ready to get down and mess up her finely manicured nails when the going gets tougher. That is who anybody logically would want to spend the rest of their life with. So do not keep thinking you're pretty or wasting all your best years on finding or chasing down a man, crying because your heart is broken. Like, cry for a minute, but pick it back up. You need to add value to your own self before you look for any other person. Ruth in the Bible went through so much, but she still picked herself up and she went to work. And it was in the course of her working and catering for herself and her mother-in-law that she found her Prince Charming, who changed her life. Rachel in the Bible was also working while she was sighted for her man. So the thing is, he or she who does not work cannot eat. Do not think life would put a huge platter of exquisite and delicious meal on your laps or on your table without you fighting for it. We need to earn what we desire, and we need to ask God how to go about it. If you're doing something, whatever you're doing, do it with your whole heart. Do it as unto the Lord. Do it with joy, with happiness, and with passion. Live life. Don't live and die. Enjoy life and be good. Never tire of doing good. Do the best you can. We need to get our hearts right. I mean, if you only think about jets and having the good life, that is by the way, that would also come. But you need to pretty much love me. You need to love your neighbor. You need to think about other people. I know that we are in this together. Please do not hide your gift from me. If there's a gift you have in you that can help this world, please, it's important. There is nothing or no one irrelevant in this movement right now, because every single person really needs to get information. There is victory ahead of us, and we need to take it because it's ours. We can't give it freely to the enemy and suffer. Oh my God. Pain and suffer is not for us, but a fulfilled life is, and a fulfilled life can only comfort if you work for it. It will never, I promise you, fall just there because your name is Ade. No. Work for your respect. Wake up, stop crying, go out, search for that job. Keep searching till you find it. You will find it. Try God. Say a prayer and try God, and you see there is nothing He cannot do for you. There is no economy He cannot change around. He is the master of accounts. Trust me, He created money. He created the system of reward and payment. He understands how this works. So you need to go to Him and seek His face to lead you in how to control money and how to stay on top of it if money is your problem. We need to stop wasting our time and get information. Do you really think about your future? Do you think past the shoe you're planning on buying, really? Do you write down your visions? We are young. The young ones shall have visions. Sit down. You can. Don't say you don't. You can. Take time out to understand yourself, to seek the face of God, to understand what life is that is more than just you. And you would find out you come out with some great, powerful things. Listen, the older to dream dreams. But if they aren't going to dream dreams and they keep condemning what they would die and live for us, we should dream the dreams for them. Dreams are so powerful that it was Martin Luther had the dream of a free America, and years later America had a black president. So we need to know that our thoughts, visions, dreams, words go a long way into sowing seeds. And the next time you say something bad about your nation, or you point fingers at the government or whoever, you should know that the remaining 4 fingers are pointing back at you for the bad words you're sowing. We need to realize we are accountable for every single thing we say. So watch what you say. I do not care how bad the economy is. Please do not make it worse with your mouth. Think of a solution. And finally, I am so pleased to tell you that I believe in this world, and I believe that change, true change, will come in my time. And I beseech you to please believe it too, and let's work together towards it. Times like this are only there to hone who you are, for you to show what you're made of, to prove your faith, your belief, what you stand for to the world. And those who have nothing worth standing for will definitely wash away, be carried by the tides. But those who have something more greater than them, something greater than themselves to stand for, will keep standing. And you would leave your imprint in this life, and we would never forget you. So get information. Thank you very much for watching this video. Kindly like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon, most likely next week. Ciao.